What's going on YouTube? This is iTalk.
Time out anybody that asks about Fortnite. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it.
Here, and in today's video we have a brand new video. So today we're going to be talking about mechs in Fortnite, or they're called brutes in this case. So mechs were introduced into the game in the beginning of Season X. This is a two-person vehicle where you can jump higher the longer you press jump before releasing it. You can dash as well as dash in the air and slam into the ground while in the air or while you're on the ground. You can shoot 10 rockets that deal 50 damage each. You have a shotgun arm as well that doesn't do too much damage, but it's a shotgun, so it makes sense in that regard. It also spawns in the beginning of the game as well as in the middle, and I believe it also spawns near the end as well from the sky. Also, you can stomp buildings to farm mats insanely fast, and you can use an overshield that consumes 200 material, which you could just get from stomping on some buildings, to create a personal overshield for 5 seconds to protect you in the mech. You can counter people using this item by boogie bombing it, by hijacking onto it and self-destructing it, and even just shooting the people out of the mech from far distances. The community overall, I would say, is not happy with the mech, and honestly, I can't blame them on this one. Now, I'm not trying to be someone that just goes with what everyone else says about a specific thing, but first let me explain what I actually like about the mech. It controls like a dream. This is so fun to use when you actually have the mech. Like, it's so fun controlling this mech. It's so fun to blast up the map and stomp enemies in the way of my path, and it feels great to glide around the map with this thing. And I'm not gonna just ignore their effort they put into this mech, because they did a lot of good work on it. It also feels perfect for big team LTMs such as Team Rumble, which the majority of my playtime in Season 10 has been is in Team Rumble. One of the reasons why I've been playing a lot of Team Rumble this season is because I'm just grinding out experience like I do pretty much every season now. I've already gotten to level 65, and the season hasn't even been a week old yet. One of the other reasons though why I'm not playing normal modes as much right now is the mechs. I'm just going to give my opinion on the mech. I'm sorry if you guys don't like seeing me talk about negative stuff a lot, because I've seen people on Twitter especially say that all I do is complain, which I really don't believe that I do. I much rather think that I critique, and I will say what I like and I will say what I don't like. It's just opinions after all, and I don't have any control of what Fortnite actually does. But anyway, I'm just going to give my thoughts on the mech. It's fun to play as, but to play against, it's almost borderline unfair sometimes. When you have something that immediately makes you better than any other player in the game just by sitting in it and being able to shoot rockets at you, that is a problem. Fortnite has had a long history of adding questionable gimmicks into their game, such as the zombies in Season 6, the sword and planes from Season 7, and the ballers from Season 8, as well as even the slipstreams in Season 9. Now, while granted, I didn't think the slipstreams were that bad, I did think that there was way too many of them, and they were more of an annoyance to build away from them since you couldn't build inside of them. Mechs give an immediate advantage if you were lucky enough to grab one. The fact that this thing is allowed in solos and even arena is very questionable. Why would you have a two-man vehicle in solos? I mean, yeah, you can hijack it, but wouldn't it just make more sense to only have it in duos and squads, since you can't really use its full potential in solos? And also, why is it in arena? Why on earth is this thing in arena? The game mode that is supposed to be competitive. Like, I know Fortnite is really trying to make competitive Fortnite better. They're not making it better by doing this. And I don't think they will vault the mech until the end of the season, but it definitely needs to be nerfed to the point where it's a fair fight to go against the mech. Buff boogie bomb drop rates, decrease the amount of missiles it fires, decreases the damage on the missiles, maybe lower its health, maybe even lower its mat gain. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what they could do to make this mech a little bit more balanced, but I just miss when Fortnite didn't have gimmicks in the game, like in Season 2 and Season 3, where there was no gimmicks at all. Even the Hop Rocks in Season 4 weren't that bad. But then when they started adding some very questionable items into the game, that's when I feel like people started really not liking the game, especially in the very beginning of the season, before any nerfs or any vaults are taking place. Plus, they removed a lot of the mobility that we've had last season, so it's really hard to get away from this thing as well. And overall, I'm not happy with the mechs. I don't think they belong in solos. I definitely don't think they belong in arena. And yes, there is ways to counter it, but the fact that it could just melt through builds like this is ridiculous to me, and I don't know what they were thinking with this, honestly, and I really hope that we get a nerf in the next patch update. And those are just my opinions on the mech. What do you guys think about it? But one last thing I will say, I do enjoy them in Team Rumble. I think they fit perfectly fine in Team Rumble or even in their own limited time mode, but in normal game modes, I don't think it fits whatsoever. Because even in duos and squads, it's still really strong in my opinion. But I really want to know, what do you guys think about it? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know with a like, but only if you enjoy the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and turn on that bell just to get all my latest uploads, and comment down below, what are your opinions on the mechs in Fortnite? I would love to know. Follow me on Twitter at ITalkFortnite. Follow me on Instagram, ICanTalkFortnite. If you would like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITalkFortnite. Thank you all so much that use that code. Seriously, that really does help me out. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all later. See ya.